Here's the piston from the rear brake, one of the pistons anyway. It's pretty gummed up, and the reason why I took it out is both the front brake and the rear brake would stick when you apply the brakes, and so in order to move the bike after you put the brakes on, you had to literally take the calipers off. And what I found from the interweb was that it's set for so long that it developed some crud, and that's why it won't retract after you release the brake. So I'm pulling and plus the the fluid is pretty bad. It's supposed to be clear, but it's gone yeller. So I'm pulling both pistons out, checking the calipers, checking the housing, cleaning it out, and I'll pull the other piston out. It's pretty bad. So I'll clean them up. I got a brass brush, and I'm gonna polish it up with some Brasso just to get it smooth, and then get it back together. Just using a little WD-40 here. There, and I got a brass brush. Just like that. Got all that crud off there. I'll get that off too. But that's what I'm doing. That's what the cleaned up piston looks like. It's still got a couple of marks on it, but more better than it used to be. So I'm gonna put this piston back in and hold it down with, well, I'll clean that out, but I'll hold it down with the C-clamp and then pump the brake to get that piston back out. And I'll have to run some fresh fluid in there to flush the old fluid out anyway. So that's the next episode, or that's the next evolution in cleaning this thing out. Here's the second piston. It's pretty crusty too along the top there, so I'm gonna clean it the same way I did the other one, get it back together, and should be working mighty fine. Carbs are definitely out of tune. It was way worse than this, so I'm gonna dial it to where it's they're even. Alright, that's about as good as it's gonna get. That's about as good as it's gonna get. Maybe a little bit better. Yep, that's good. Alright, she's done. Got it all cleaned and tuned. So let's take her for a ride. Brakes work. Woo, it's a little chilly. I think I got a little vacuum leak. Have to go check it out. So yes, I did fix the idle vacuum leak, and it's running good. So no vacuum leak. So here's how much I spent so far getting it to runnable condition. I got a new petcock, but I got they sent me the wrong one. It's supposed to be sitting right here, but I had to trim the tab off to get it to fit underneath. I got a repack kit for the carbs. What else did I spend money on? Oh, new battery, and I think that's about, I don't know, I put it on the screen here. But yeah, I'm gonna order new front sprocket, new back sprocket, and get a little better gas mileage out of it. It's a high revving bike, so you'll see in this short clip here that it runs about 6,500 RPMs at 50 miles an hour, which isn't bad. But yeah, it's a high revving bike. I like to get it maybe down to 5 for 50. But yeah, I've watched videos where they've changed the front and back sprocket and reduced it by 2,000 RPM, so maybe 4,000 RPM at 50 miles an hour in 6th gear. But yeah, it's got a lot of low-end torque, which is nice for a sport bike, but I'm going to use it as a commuter, and it's not going to be too bad. It's not going to take too much torque away from it, but that's up and coming. So there you go, my back to life Kawasaki 250 Ninja. All right, give you a flyby. And let's take her on the road and see how she performs.